Her cleaning job came with conditions.
What was the oral agreement you had with her?
For 3 years from the moment she stops working for me, she cannot take any of my clients.
But did she sweep up his customers?
Hal was his client.
Me and Lugina cleaned his house under her company, and we got paid. I had no idea that this was prior his customer.
He slandered me.
He called you a thief.
Yeah.
Well, you were.
Judge Judy, cleaning company owner Matthew Jaden, is suing his former employee, Lugina Horoschek, for stealing clientele from his company.
Order. All rise. It's case number 118 on the calendar in the matter of Jaden versus Horoschek.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Mr. Jaden, you are the owner of a cleaning service.
Yes.
And you started that cleaning service as a young man. How
Yes.
long ago?
Approximately 7-ish years ago, around there.
Is that your only business?
No.
What other businesses do you have?
Well, I'm currently a holistic physician.
What kind of training do you do to become a holistic physician?
So I had to go to a school of naturopathy and study holistic medicine.
Where?
Okay, I went to Trinity.
For how long?
It was a 4-year program.
And you graduated when?
I graduated about 2 years ago.
And where do you practice?
The Birmingham Royal Oak Medical Group, and that's in Royal Oak, Michigan, by the way. I also practice in, it's called Holistic. It's a new medical office in Royal Oak, Michigan as well. So I'm in 2 separate places as well.
In addition to this cleaning service, you have 2 medical practices. How many people do you employ in the cleaning service part of your business?
On average, usually I keep around 6, 7 employees total.
And how much do you pay them an hour?
They're usually depending on experience, but usually it's around 12 to 17 an hour.
And how much do you charge your customers per hour?
Depending on what they need done, if it's a post-construction cleanup or if it's,
If it's a regular cleanup.
if it's just a regular, 55
Weekly.
an hour for 2 people.
55 an hour for 2 people.
Yeah, so it's, $27.50 per hour per cleaner. 2 people is $55
No,
an hour.
we're going to go slowly.
Sorry about
Slowly.
that. All right.
$12 to $17 an hour
Right.
is what you pay your employees.
Right.
And you bill your customer for regular cleaning. How much an hour?
It's 55 an hour.
It's your claim that the defendant breached a contract with you who had worked for you. When did the defendant start to work for you?
Lugina started working for me, it was approximately September of 2017.
Did you have a written agreement with her?
Yes.
May I see it, please?
There you go.
Thank you, Bird. Do you have a signed contract of hers?
I did have a signed contract, and it somehow mysteriously disappeared. It's in the open with all the supplies, but she did sign an agreement, but we also did have a verbal agreement as well.
Would you give this back to him?
Sure.
That may be a contract,
Take a step over.
but it's not her contract because it's neither signed by you nor her. Okay, so now you want to tell me, Mr. Jaden, that you had an oral agreement with her. And what was the oral agreement you had with her?
The moment she starts working for me to the end, until 3 years after she stops, she cannot take any of my, or solicit any of my customers or take any of my clients whatsoever. For that belongs to the company.
Do you recall having that conversation with him?
No, Your Honor.
Well, tell me what conversation you had with him when you started to work for him,
He
if you
told
remember.
me when I started working for him, if I don't touch his customers, and as I know it was 6 months.
What do you mean as you knew
After
it?
6 months of the customer leaving him, I cannot touch that customer till 6 months afterwards.